Hello children, welcome back to our English lecture. I am Lakshmi Khape teaching you English. Today from Unit 3 we are going to study lesson Robinson Crusoe discovers a footprint. Robinson Crusoe was a writer of this story. The story is very interesting. Let's begin the story. One day, when I was going towards my boat, I was surprised to see the footprint of a man on the sand. I stood amazed. I listened. I looked around me. I could neither hear nor see anything. I went up higher to look down. I went up the shore and down the shore, but it was no good. I could find no other footprint but that one. I went to it again to see if there were any more footprints and to tell if it had been my imagination. But I was not mistaken, for there was exactly the print of a foot, toes, heel, every part of a foot. I could not imagine how it came there. What is there in this story? Robinson Crusoe. Robinson Crusoe one day he was going towards his boat, and what he was seen footprint. While seeing footprint, Robin Crusoe was surprised, amazed. Amazed means surprised. Whose footprint was there? He was surprised because he was alone staying there near the island, near the shore. Then who came here? And the footprint totally looks on the sand. See here pictures given like that way it looks. And he was amazed, surprised. He went up higher to look down. He went upside and he also looked down. Oh, somebody is there behind the trees, behind the land, anywhere. But nobody was there. He went to the shore. Shore means island sees one side. There also he seen, but it was nothing. There was nobody. He could find no other footprint, but there was exactly proper footprint. Toes, heel, means every part of a foot, full part of a foot can seen there. He was imagine only. I stayed a long time thinking, but became more and more confused. He was sitting there and was thinking and thinking again and again. Who was there? Who came here? I am alone always here. Who came here? And he became confused. Now he started to discover, to investigate that whose footprint was. It was. He started to think over that. See here. At last I returned home, very frightened, looking behind me after every 2 or 3 steps, mistaking every bush and tree to be a man. After a long time, he was sitting near the island. He was thinking whose footprint was. At last, what happened? He returned home. Where is he home? Robin Crusoe's home. He was living in the cave. Where? See front given. When I came to my cave, cave means which I call my castle. Where he lived, near the island, there is a cave. It is known as Island Cave. There Robin Crusoe was living and he was calling that cave as a castle. Means mahal, like that. I ran inside it as if I was being chased. I do not remember whether I used the ladder or went in by the hole in the rock, which I call the door. I ran for cover faster than any animal could run. What happened? He was frightened totally that whose footprint was there. Who was there? That person. He looked everywhere but nobody can see. Then who was there? And in that fearness, in that frightenedness, what happened? He how entered the cave, that also he didn't know. That also he didn't know whether he ladders he gone with the ladders or not. That also he couldn't know. He thought like an animal, how running fast. Like that way I went inside the cave. I did not sleep that night. I means Robin Crusoe. He told I did not sleep that night. The more I thought about what I had seen, the more afraid I became. I thought it could be one of the savages of the mainland who had wandered out to the sea in a small boat. What he thought at night, he was thinking and thinking, and he came to the decision that somewhere savages came there on the mainland and they want to kill me. They came by small boat and they are wandering near the sea. Savages means wild people in primitive state. Olden days, primitive peoples were there. Olden days, wild people. So that people came or what? And they will kill me. Mainland means large continuous extent of land. Big land. Empty place. Yes, that is a land that you know only. So what he thought, Robin Crusoe thought that whether some wild peoples came here or what, and they're wandering near the sea from that small boat or what. Luckily, I was not on shore at that time. What he was thinking, when they were wandering near the sea, that time I was not there. Otherwise, what would happen if he had seen my boat? If he had seen the boat, he would have realized that someone live on the island and would soon return with others to kill and eat me. Primitive people were like that only, na? They were eating mans, animals, everything. And that primitive peoples means wild people. Wild peoples were killing the peoples and eating. So Robin Crusoe at night full without sleeping, he was thinking and he was thought that yesterday really I was not there. It's very good. It lucky for me. Otherwise they were seen me and they were killed me. Next we will see the pictures. And so I lay fearful for many days. And so many days he was living in a fearness only. Daily he was frightening and he was praying to the God to protect himself because he frightened only na, by watching footprint. And in doing so, I was much comforted and began going out to investigate. After some days passed, nobody came there. He was comfortable and then he decided that I will investigate whose footprint was. That's why the lesson given discovers a footprint by whom? By Robinson Crusoe. But even now, as I went forward, I look behind me frequently because I was still very frightened. And what he was thinking, when I will come outside my cave and I will go near the sea, I will always look back again and again. Frequently means again and again. I will watch backside because somebody will came. Still he was frightening. However, as I went about for 2 or 3 days and saw nothing, I became a little bolder. 2 3 days he did like this way. He was afraid, but he came outside the cave. He walked, he wandered near the sea. Nobody entered there, nobody came. Then he was satisfied. He became now bold that nobody was there. I decided to go down to the shore again and examine the footprint once more. What he thought, again I will go there, I will see whose footprint was there. I decided to measure it with my or what, myself only footprint or what. Like this he decided and he measuring himself his foot. As I came closer to the footprint, I realized that It could not be my footprint. Why? Why he realized that? Because I had not come to this part of the beach since a long time. Since a long time he not entered that place. Then how it was mine? It was not mine. Like that he was thinking and talking himself only and deciding. Secondly, as I placed my foot alongside that footprint, it seemed larger than my own. Afterwards thinking, and he was telling that footprint was larger than my foot. It was not mine. My fear returned. Then he relaxed. His fear also went away. I went home again. Again he went home. Home means his cave. Believing that there was someone there. There was someone. What he thought? That wild peoples were came. And he was frightened because they were kill me. But afterwards he was satisfied. He investigated. That footprint was not his own footprint, also not there. It was very big. It was not by old peoples also, wild peoples also. And he was relaxed. His fire also returned and he went home again. Now he was believed that there was someone there. That footprint I seen, but it was not like that. Someone there. Like that he realized. He confident and then he relaxed. And the island was inhabited. Inhabited means occupied. Then he occupied because that island place, he was only there. He was alone living. That whole place is his only, he was thinking. And once only he saw the footprint, that's why he was scared. He was frightened. Who came here? Because I was alone here only. And who came? And if wild people came, then they will kill me. But after investigation, he came to the end that nobody was there. Someone is else only. And he discovered that footprint was somebody else. This is the story of Robin Crusoe given in Unit 3 chapter. So understood everyone the story? It's a very simple and interesting story. So how the Robin Crusoe discovers a footprint? Yes. So many days he was investigate. He thought, he decided in his mind different ideas, different views came. He realized and at the end he understood that nobody came here, nobody people came, wild people, anybody not came. That footprint was just like that. It was something else only. Like that he was killed at last and again he occupied the place and happily he lived in his cave. This is the story of Robin Crusoe. All children, you have to watch the video carefully. Twice, thrice you read the lesson, watch the video and write down the difficult words given in the textbook. Here I not given. Just I orally speak. But in your textbook difficult words given, you write down difficult words, meanings write down and read the lesson. Thank you.